that you're watching this video. In this video, I want to introduce you to Ho Chi Minh, what you can experience and see here. Ho Chi Minh City, formerly known as Saigon, is a city in southern Vietnam, known for its central role in the Vietnam War. It is also known for its landmarks from the French colonial era, such as the Notre Dame Basilica, which is made entirely of materials imported from France, and the 19th century Central Post Office. Food stalls line the streets of the city, especially around the bustling Ben Thanh market. Ho Chi Minh City is the largest city and the economic center of Vietnam. Under its old name Saigon, which is still used alongside Ho Chi Minh City, it was the capital of the Republic of Vietnam until April 1975. The North Vietnamese People's Army occupied South Vietnam in March and April 1975, and at the end of April 1975, its capital Saigon. This marked the end of the Vietnam War. Saigon was named after the North Vietnamese head of state Ho Chi Minh in 1976. Ho Chi Minh was an important Vietnamese politician, revolutionary, and Marxist-Leninist theorist. He was President and Prime Minister of the Democratic Republic of North Vietnam from 1945 to 1969. He played a key role in the Vietnamese independence movement and the Vietnam War, which he did not live to see the end of. After the reunification of Vietnam, Saigon, the former capital of South Vietnam, was renamed Ho Chi Minh City in his honor in 1976. Ho Chi Minh City is a city full of history and culture. One of the most impressive and moving destinations to visit here is the Ho Chi Minh War Museum, also called the War Remnants Museum, Ho Chi Minh. I will cover this in a separate video. It is probably the most well-known museum in the city and offers not only a deep insight into the history of the Vietnam War, but also shows the devastating effects of war and conflicts on the civilian population. Here are some free activities and places to visit in Ho Chi Minh City. Many temples and pagodas in Ho Chi Minh City are free to access. This includes, as seen here in the video, the Jade Emperor Pagoda, Xuan Go Quang, or the Mariamman Temple and the Tien Hao Pagoda. The Jade Emperor Pagoda in Ho Chi Minh City is a Taoist pagoda built in 1909 by the Chinese community. Filming and photographing inside the temple should be avoided out of respect for the beliefs of the Vietnamese. In Taoism, the Jade Emperor is revered as the main god and is considered the highest principle of heaven. According to general belief, the Emperor of China was considered the earthly son of the Jade Emperor. The Jade Emperor governed all heavenly and earthly affairs from his palace in the sky. He had ministers, a powerful pedantic administration as well as numerous staff, and was thus a reflection of the Confucian system of state administration. There is much to see. Chinatown is a fascinating district with many historic buildings, temples and shops. It is free to stroll through the streets and soak up the atmosphere. In some neighborhoods, such as near the Bui Vien district, you can find interesting street art and graffiti that you can admire for free. The BINH market is a large market in Chinatown, which is intended for shopping but can also be visited for free. Important: while entry to the markets themselves is free, you naturally have to pay for the things you want to buy there. It is common to haggle in markets to get a better price. Here, it is usual to go up to 40% below the offered price. Not to forget is the Independence Palace, which I will cover in a separate video. I hope you got a small impression of Ho Chi Minh. In the next video, I will introduce you to the Independence Palace and the War Museum, including the effects of the Agent Orange gas. If you liked the video, I would appreciate a thumbs up, and if you have any questions, write to me.